Hello, welcome to our Hatha class. And let's find a nice comfy seat, a nice relaxed seat, the knees dropping away from the hips. You might sit on a block or you might sit on the ground, but we want to feel a bit of ease through the spine. And maybe just let the face and the eyes soften down, let the eyelids get heavy. Maybe take a slightly deeper breath in through the nose. Really fill up the chest. Gently sigh it out. A couple more like that. Really relish it. And even these little sounds we can make, these sounds. You know, just any time during the day, it can be really nice to just take a nice sigh and go. It's a bit like if you make yourself smile, it sometimes leads to a real smile. Um, so by sort of tricking the body into thinking we're nice and relaxed, sometimes we can feel nice and relaxed. That's got to be a good thing. I'm just settling the breath down and feeling the weight of the body on the ground or on the block. Hatha Yoga. What is Hatha Yoga? Well, firstly, it's more properly said Hatha Yoga. And we have a couple of translations. One that you hear is Force Yoga, implying that it's the movement-based and energy-based yoga, as opposed to breath and meditation or good deeds, chanting. If we go back, there's more kinds of yoga. But it also means sun and moon. And that brings with it the implication of balance, yin and yang, masculine, feminine, the red, fiery heat of the sun and the soft coolness of the moon. Ida and Pingala are in traditional yogic science energy channels that run around the spine, wrapping around like a DNA helix around each other. The left side, Ida, the right side, Pingala, and the sun and the moon. Well, sometimes we can imagine breathing in like a blue spiral through the left nostril and an orange spiral through the right nostril. Or sometimes we might imagine one energy coming up, one energy coming down. And really, these are things to focus the mind, to remove distractions. And sometimes they just feel really good, just put the Western mindset to one side and just dive into this feeling of breathing in this fiery strength, and settling into this soft coolness, this relaxedness. And of course, the principle of balance just feeds into everything. Almost inevitably, you can have too much or too little of something. When we become too obsessed with happiness, the fall is too much. And vice versa, when we sit in the middle in contentedness, then we take the rough with the smooth. We let life's waves just wash over us. When we work too hard, we become tired and become miserable. And yet, as some of us have found in the last year, when we work too little, we end up feeling like we lack purpose, or that we're not needed. And we like to feel needed. We're pack animals. Well, Hatha Yoga, we balance, we find balance, we look for balance. We could talk so much. You didn't just come here to listen to a lecture. So we're going to start with some pranayama, some breath work. And first, I just want to introduce the kumbhaka, the exhale retention. So I'm just lifting up my shirt so you can see what's going on here. When we come to the exhale retention, we'll place our hands, fingertips coming in on the thighs, and we'll draw the belly in and up beneath the ribs. It doesn't need to be that big or deep. But when we finish the exhale retention, we relax the tummy, and then we take a soothing inhale. So it's really important to not extend the exhale retention to the point where we start to feel panicked or discomfort. We want to take it to a comfortable edge where we can release with control and then inhale smoothly. So that's what we're looking for in our exhale retention. Now, if you haven't opened the eyes, open the eyes. It's winter time in the UK, where most of my students are. So we're going to do a bellows breath, a warming, fiery breath. So in our bellows breath, it's a muscular and physical inhale and exhale. So it's we're filling the belly and then emptying the belly. So it's really strong on both, focusing on the inhale and the exhale. You might want to blow your nose first because you might give yourself a present. Well worth having a quick blow of the nose if you've got something to hand. And we'll do about 20 in and out. Don't worry too much about counting, just come with me. And we come to the last one. We'll do the exhale retention. We'll get the hands on the thighs, and when we do the exhale retention as well, we drop the chin towards the chest, rolling over. If you know about bandhas, we're putting on all three of the bandhas, a lot. If you don't know about that, we'll talk about it another time. So, Bhastrika, the eyes could be open or closed for this. Take a gentle, full inhale to start, and then come with me. So, just breathe gently for a moment. You could feel a bit dizzy from that, basically saturating the body with oxygen. That is a bit intense, but you can tell also it gets the body going and nice tones the abdominal muscles as well. So we're going to do another round. So when you're ready, big inhale and begin. Just let the eyes close and sit with that for just a couple of moments. Maybe a bit of heat is there. Maybe the head feels a little bit light. That's okay. Okay, final round. When you're ready, inhaling together. Slow, gentle breaths to settle. And then follow with me. Open the eyes. Inhale, hands up. Exhale to heart. Inhale, hitchhike. Exhale, fingers out and down. Spread the arms. Inhale, backs of the hands together. Open the upper chest. Inhale, open the book. Exhale, fingers together. Open the lower back. Inhale, swim through. Exhale, fingers to the earth. Again. Inhale to the heavens. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, hitchhike. Exhale, fingers out and down. Inhale, backs of the hands together. Open the upper chest. Inhale, open the book. Humble but proud. Exhale, fingers to the belly. Open the lower back. Inhale, swim through. Exhale, fingers to the earth. Once more. Inhale. Exhale. Hitchhike. Inhale. Exhale, fingers out and down. Push away. Backs of the hands. Inhale. Exhale the book. Inhale the lower back. Sorry, exhale. Inhale, swim through. Exhale. Inhale the hands up. Exhale to the heart. Thanks and gratitude to all the teachers and all the yogis. Let's bring the fingertips behind. Inhale, stretch. Lift the hips forwards. If there's a block, remove the block. Hands and knees. Let's come round to all fours. Tucking the toes. Move the knees back a bit. And we'll come to our waves, our dynamic back cow. So we're inhaling forwards, exhaling out. Inhaling, pushing from the toes. Exhaling, sliding back. Inhaling, the tummy is lifting. Exhaling, fingers forwards, first fingers forwards, elbows in. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, we lift the gaze. Inhale, forwards. This time, exhale, drop the elbows. Baby dolphin. Take some little baby dolphin push-ups here. So, toes are strong. Inhaling forwards, the nose is coming past the thumbs. Exhale it back. Keep going. Inhale forwards. Exhale back. Inhale forwards. Exhale back. Two more. Inhale it forwards. Exhale back. Last one. Inhale forwards. Exhale back. We're going to lift into our downward dog from here. We're going to pedal through the heels. As we lift the right heel, the right hip lifts. As we lift the left heel, the left hip lifts. Try to keep the shoulders fairly even, so as the pelvis rocks from side to side, we're gently twisting the lower back, stretching the calves, strengthening the wrists. Excellent. Inhale forwards to a high plank, lifting the spine between the shoulder blades. Might need to walk the feet back a little bit. Exhale, bring the knees down. And we're going to come to our chaturanga prep from here. So the wrists are underneath the shoulders, the belly's drawn in, the toes are tucked, and we're coming forwards here. So push from the toes, hug the elbows into the wrists. Inhale back and up. Exhale, pushing forwards. Inhale back and up. So it's quite a small movement, and it's still pretty strong. You really don't need to come too far to get those triceps singing. And it's really about that forwards motion. Now come back to a comfy tabletop here. I'm just going to demonstrate something. So from our high plank, we can come down into what's called Ashtanga Namaskar. Ashtanga Namaskar is the bum up and the knees and the chest down and the chin forwards like this. So that's Ashtanga Namaskar. And from there, we can slide through into our locust. So it's almost like a little penguin. And you slide it through and you lift up into this Salavasana, locust pose. So let's try that from a downward dog. So let's lift up to our downward dog. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, wave it forwards to our high plank. Elbows in. Exhale, knees and nipples down. Inhale through, Shalabhasana, a locust. Turn the hands outwards. Send the toes away. Squeeze the butt. Push the hips into the ground. Plant the hand. Tuck the toes. Inhale. Exhale, bum back. Child's pose. Inhale, round it forwards, tabletop. And then a little wiggle. How does pushing off one toe or one set of toes and then the other affect your movement? How does pushing off one hand and then the other affect your movement? Have you collapsed in the belly? Is the neck moving? Is it involved in your dance? Really getting into the joy of just moving the spine expressively and instinctually. Awesome. We're going to come through to some of our seated warm-ups. And maybe you want to see if you could squeeze the feet under, coming towards bringing it through in a lift. Yeah, nice. Okay. So we're going to do our pistol whip around the big toe. So we're inhaling, pushing the toe into the fingers. The leg is heavy. The leg will drop if we let go of it. And the fingertips are on the ground beside us to help us keep the body upright. And then we're inhaling the leg away, exhaling shoulder, then elbow, drawing it back. Inhaling away. Exhale, drawing it back, getting this hip joint nice and fired up. Heading away. Next time you come back, we'll rock the baby. So you might be holding the foot and the knee, or the hands might meet, and we're rocking into that hip joint. So again, try not to collapse the lower back. Try to stay tall. And in fact, you can use the drawing in of the leg to help you lift the spine. So we're going to bring the right knee over the left knee. So lay it down there. And you might find you can bring this right knee across and just use that to help lever the knee so the knee comes across and stacks on top. Yeah, nice. So try to stack the knees there. And we're just going to take a little fold here. So we're inhaling, coming long, trying to roll the pelvis under. And we're seeing where we come to. So ideally, we're laying the body onto the leg. We're not going for our snail pose. So we're just coming forward to where we are. That's it, lovely, nice and long. The neck's happy and the spine isn't bending too much. Resisting the urge to add force with the hands. Really nice. And we're going to sit ourselves back up. And we're going to take hold of the outside of the right foot with the left hand. And we're coming to our twist. Inhaling, opening up. The leg might not straighten, that's totally okay. Just coming to where it's comfortable. Main thing is to keep a nice happy spine here. Twisting using the abdominal muscles. One more breath here, and then on an inhale, bringing the back hand round and underneath the knee, setting up for our compass pose. Carrying on working on this every week. So when we're happy with where the foot is, again, the left hand's around the outside of that right foot. We're sending the heel away, finding some bit of straightening in the leg, and we're trying to smell our own armpit. The arm is behind the head, so the head is happy. Spine is as straight as possible. When you're ready, bend that knee over, plant the hands, bring the body weight forwards, inhale, and maybe we're lifting on the exhale and finding a few seconds of lift. Maybe we're leaving that extended heel down, just lifting the bottom. Yeah, maybe if we're flying, we try to cross the ankles. Then come over for our Astaphakrasana. Wherever we are, let it go. Release the leg, it's lifted. Straighten out the legs and drum the calves. Roll the feet in and out. Brilliant. Second side. Pistol grip the big toe. Straighten out the spine. Hand down for support. And exhale it. Inhale it. Exhale. Inhale. More. Exhaling it back. Let's rock the baby. So taking hold of that foot. Drawing the spine up. Really getting into that hip joint. Also. And we're going to come across, so bring that knee across. And again, we're just maybe helping it along with the hands. Hands on top of the knee. Reset the spine, reset the shoulders. Inhale, get long and tall, and then exhale, draping the body onto the leg, if it will get there, or coming towards it. softening onto the thigh. When you're ready, we're going to inhale forwards to come up, taking a hold of that left foot with the right hand. Inhaling up, opening into our twist. Again, the knee could be soft. It could be drawing the foot across the body if it wants to, or if it will do so. You're looking for that upright spine and those happy shoulders. Next inhale, we're coming forwards, picking that leg up and coming through into our compass pose. When you're ready, exhale, bend the knee, preparing for our lift. So we're going to bring the head forwards a bit for balance. Draw the elbows into the side. Exhale, lifting it up. Tummy's working really hard here. Squeezing it in. Finding our expression. Inhaling back to center. Exhaling it down. And shake the legs up. And we'll come for a little stretch for the hip. So slightly onto the left hip. Bending the right foot back towards the buttock. Bring the knees together. And then we're coming back onto the forearms. And you're trying to keep those knees together, touching the ground, the right knee's touching the ground. As we settle, seeing if we can use the engagement in the buttock and the abs to even send the knee away more. So it's really trying to send the knee down towards the ground and the outstretched foot. As you're ready, drawing the knee in towards the chest, exhaling the heel away. And then maybe we can float the fingers up and follow the fingers and come back up to our seat. And we'll take the second side with our hip stretch. Bring the knees together, fold in the toes, and we're coming back onto forearms, elbows, sending that knee away. And when you're ready, we'll unfurl the leg, send the heel up and away. See if we can tickle our toes and follow that through to see. Since we're here, we're almost in a forward fold already. Let's just come through to a gentle forward fold here. Paschimottanasana. And again, just seeing where we come to with the body weight. With the breath. No need to grab and force here. And then we're going to inhale, coming up. And we're going to find our way back to our downward dog. So set the hands, have a check-in with the hands, check in with the feet. And on an exhale, we're going to bend into a deep crouch, energy through the hands. Inhale, keep the body on the thighs as long as possible as you send the bum up and away. Take a breath. Inhale, up onto the toes. Exhale, crouching deeply, low as you can. Inhale, the body stays glued to the thighs. Once more, inhale to the toe tips. Exhale, really energize the hands. Inhale, deep downward dog. Look between the fingers, gently bend the knees and walk, step or float to the front of the mat. Halfway lift on your inhale, exhale, fold it down. Nice breath here, nice relaxing sigh out here. And then moving the weight back over the heels, drawing the tummy in, heavy arms, heavy head. Inhale, rolling up. Hands are coming up to the ceiling. Exhaling, the hands to the heart. We're going to flow through a couple of sun salutations. We're going to open up the hips a little bit more. So, inhale the arms up, exhale, sink down into your chair. Find a position for your pelvis and back where the spine feels happy. Draw the belly button back, lengthen the spine out of the pelvis. Exhale, fold, roll over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hands down. Step the right foot back, slide the fingers along the mat, drop the knee. Inhale, low crescent lunge, active back toe. Exhale, fingertips down, step it back. Child's pose. And then we're going to come through to our locust. So inhale it through, slide forward like a penguin. Locust. Beautiful. Hands down, with the knees or not. Plank, downward dog. Couple of resetting breaths here. And then inhaling the right leg back and up. Exhale, open the hips, keep the leg extended, heel reaching long. Reset the shoulders, bend the knee, open the hips a little bit more, send the knee higher. Inhale, straighten the leg, roll the hips back to straight. Exhale, knee to the nose, under the body. Inhale, back up and away. Exhale, this time step it through. Right foot between the hands, left knee down. Inhale, low crescent lunge. Tummy strong. Exhale, hands down, frame the foot and step it through. Make a little bit of noise, shake the head, let the body be floppy. Moving the mic, and then inhale, roll it up. Follow that with the hands. Maybe there's a small back bend here. Exhale the hands to the chest. Open them out to Tadasana. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, chair. Sink a little lower. Maybe you can come up onto the tiptoes. Draw the belly in. Exhale, lower down, lower, 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 lower. Hands down, heels down. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. 2, 1, 2. Okay. Good. Sorry about that. Obviously can't teach 2 classes on one set of batteries. So I think we were at our Shalabhasana. So exhale, set up, lift up through the push-up if you can. Exhale it back to the downward dog. Inhale the left leg. Send it back. Remember, it's like you're closing the kitchen cupboard, pushing the heel away, and then we're going to open the hips. Inhale. So we're reaching really long here. Exhaling, bending the knee. Inhale, lift the knee away a little bit more. Exhale, straighten the leg. Inhale, reset the hips. Exhale, the knee to the nose, under the body. Inhale, a leg up and back. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, crescent lunge, crescent lunge. Maybe walk that front foot forwards a little bit, lengthening the lunge. Exhale, frame the front foot, step it through. Inhale it up. Exhale, hands to heart to the side. Excellent. So we're going to add on to that little vinyas. So inhale up. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, jump or step back to our plank. Lower down chaturanga. Untap the toes. Inhale, upwards facing dog. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe. Inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, right wrist, back to the elbow. Inhale it up and back. Exhale, step the foot through, and we're going to come up to our warrior two. So drop the back heel, follow it through with the hands. Going to turn around so you can see. Warrior two, right foot forwards. Now, inhale, flip open the front palm. Exhale, leave the feet where they are, and we're reversing our warrior. So we're finding this side body opening, or we might twist the upper body, but try to keep the legs still. Inhale, back to our warrior two. Exhale, forearm to the thigh, extended side angle pose. Inhale, add the arm. So if you look at me, we've got a nice straight line there. So if we want to come deeper, we can come deeper, but we want to keep this straight line. Holding it here. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, reaching forwards. Now I'm not turning forwards. My body is staying along with the long edge of the mat. We're tucking this hip under. Reach, 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 reach. On an exhale, turn. Maybe the hand lands on the shin. Comes down towards the foot. Maybe it reaches the ground. Could also be on a block. Send the feet away from each other. Now, turn to look at the front foot. Gently bend the front knee with control. Turn the back heel up. We're in this low runner's lunge. And then from here, slowly, gently, drawing that front leg towards straight. You might want to hop the back foot in. pyramid pose. Inhale, come forwards, runner's lunge. Exhale, pyramid pose. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. As ever, we're looking to drape the body over the thigh. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. Tricky transition. Bring the weight forwards. Light on the toes. Plant the right hand. And we're going to try and open up to our half moon pose. So don't worry if you wobble or fall or if you need a hand on a block. But it's an opening of the hip. So it'd be like you're holding your leg out to the side and standing on this one. Imagine you're kicking a door shut behind you or pushing that floating heel strongly into a wall. Draw the belly in. And when you're ready, we're going to exhale and slowly, with control, that left foot's going to come to meet the right foot at the front of the mat. Inhale, exhale, find your forward fold. Take a big sigh and take hold of opposite elbows with each hand and have a little rock through the upper body, letting any tension go. We're going to inhale back up to standing, unrolling the spine, arms coming up ahead. Exhale, hands to the heart, ready for our second side. Inhale up, fold it forwards, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping or jumping back for our plank. Inhaling in plank, exhaling chaturanga, inhaling through to our upward facing dog. Exhaling, inhaling, back to our dog on the exhale. I should say you could skip the push up there. But if you did it, well done. That's how we build up our arm balancing muscles. Sending the left leg up and back. Left knee, left elbow. On the exhale, drop it to the wrist with control. Inhale, back up to the elbow. Exhaling. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, step the foot through and warrior two on the other side. Inhale it up. Settle. Hips as parallel as possible with the long edge of the mat. Inhale to flip that front palm. And again, keeping the legs still. Reversing the warrior on the exhale. Inhale back to our warrior two. Exhaling, our side angle pose. Inhaling at the arm. So the chest is opening. The gaze could even come up. Lovely straight line. Inhaling warrior two and straighten the front leg as you come up. Exhaling, reaching forwards. Inhale, look at the front hand. Exhale, tip the body over. Trikonasana, our three corners pose. So check in with the spine, and if we're collapsing forwards in the hip to reach the ground, bring the hand onto the leg so we can draw the tummy in and stack the hips. If the hand reaches the floor, absolutely go for it. Now, when you're ready, we're going to turn the gaze to the front foot, soften the knee, turn up the back heel, and we're ready for our pyramid pose. So again, you might want to hop the back foot in a little bit, see how it feels, and then we're inhaling forwards in our runner's lunge, exhaling to our pyramid pose, body going long. Check that the left hip hasn't turned forwards. Try to straighten the hips. Inhale, push off the back toes, runner's lunge, exhale. So my chest is actually glued to my knee as I come through this. Inhaling, exhaling, waving with this, inhaling forwards, exhaling back. Now ready for our transition to our half moon pose. So the weight comes forwards, draw the back toes in, plant the left hand, inhale, open it up, open it up. When you're ready, soften the front foot, draw that right foot up to the front of the mat, halfway lift, exhale, find our forwards fold. And when you're ready, just step the feet back and take a couple of breaths to rest in your child's pose. Check in with the breath. And inhaling the forehead up, walking the hands forward, tucking the toes. So let's lift back to our downward dog. Oh yeah, okay. So let's bend the knees deeply again and look towards the thumbs. And then exhale, let's take some little hops. Little hops. What we're really looking for here is a soft landing. So just hopping. And then hop it up to the front of the mat. Inhale it up. Inhale the right knee up. And we're going to cross right ankle over the left thigh. And we're coming for our standing pigeon. So draw the hands to the heart center. Inhale, engage, open the chest. Exhale, as we bend the knee, elbows come towards the leg, and maybe they come onto the leg. Maybe the elbows hook over the leg. Maybe the fingertips reach to the floor, and we can find a forward fold in our standing pigeon. Now, there's 2 arm balances you can do from here, but we're going to teach those another time. So now we're going to gently unroll, come back up. And we're going to take that on the second side straight away. So across, left leg over, exhale, hands to heart. And just really take this nice and slow, because that makes it more difficult. With control, sending the bum back, elbows to the leg, and then we're hooking those elbows over, pausing here, and then we're sending the fingers, the hands to the ground, and we're finding a forward fold over this pigeon leg. You might find that the toes of the left foot might be able to curl around the right tricep. And remember that shape because that's part of the setup for the balance. Let's roll it back up. Relax it down. A little bounce. And inhale, hands up, exhale. Bring it back to your downward dog. So you could just step back, or maybe there's a vinyasa here. Maybe there's a push up. At that upward dog. And then finding our downward dog. So, our Norwegian sea monster. Let's inhale the right leg up. Now, it's basically a pigeon setup. So, we're going to step the right knee towards the right wrist. And I think let's drop the left knee to the mat. But you can do this lifted, but it's pretty meaty. Okay, so we're kind of floating up here. We're bringing the hands off the mat. We could drop the knee, like I said. And it's basically, it's like an active pigeon. So we're floating here, opening up and seeing how low we can go. Really working this glute, extending forwards. And then inhaling it up. Exhaling, folding over the leg, floating, active. Sea monster, maybe it's a Loch Ness monster. Inhaling, back bend. Last one, exhaling. Sea monster over the right leg. Hands down, untuck the back toes. And we're in our regular pigeon. So that's from my friend Chris Fox, who's this amazing Norwegian, would you believe, mobility expert. And he's just like a little ball of muscle. But it's an awesome move. So right, we're in our pigeon. So in our pigeon, if the hips are a long way off the ground, excuse me, Mr. Ant, I need to use this. You can pop something under there to balance out the hips. And we're going to tuck the back toes. And we're going to kind of use the tucked back toe to walk the foot away a bit more, lengthening the leg out of the socket. Just have a play with it, or you might lever it with the flat foot. So we're trying to draw that left leg long out of the socket. Inhale, little back bend here, and just see if we might lift that back knee. Might well not. Just see. Nice. If we've got the back knee lifted, steady through the left hand. Inhale. And we've got a little twist here, maybe. So I'm inhaling the right hand back to grab the left foot, grab the outside of the left foot. Kick the foot into the hand to open the shoulder, open the chest. See if we can bring the gaze back to the front. Release the hand, land the right hand, inhaling the left hand back. And now, maybe there's a grip with the elbow there. I can't see you anymore. Maybe we can inhale the right hand forwards, finding the fingers, finding our mermaid. We're just here or here, that's totally fine. Taking a couple more breaths wherever we are. And then we're going to exhale, release. Coming back to our regular pigeon. Take a gentle fold, bringing the forehead towards the mat. Inhale, Bring that back leg round. Fire log pose or double pigeon. If we've got a floaty knee, prop the knee. Prop the knee. And we'll take another small forward fold here. Exhaling. Or double pigeon. Just enough breaths to feel heavy. And we're inhaling it back up. Release the legs. Reverse tabletop. Land the bum, cross the feet. Downward dog. Second side of pigeons. Inhaling the left leg up, back and away. Exhaling left knee through to the left wrist. Getting ready for our sea monster. So we're floating up high, hips are forwards, strong foot, arms back, so open the chest. Exhale, diving forwards over that front knee. Inhale, exhale, inhale. One more. Exhale, maybe reach the arms forwards for a bit of extra challenge. Exhale, land the hands. Coming back to our regular pigeon. So again, we're walking that back foot away, and we're trying to use the foot to drag the thigh bone out of the socket and back. And you can also put a hand on the butt cheek and try to push the butt cheek forwards and down. So the leg's going away, but we're bringing the hips back to straight. Bring the fingertips back to the floor. And we're going to again see what that foot's saying. And if the foot's coming, we're going to start with the twist. So it's going to be the left hand first to the right foot, kicking the foot into the hand, opening that shoulder. So the left shoulder is being drawn back. The gaze is forwards. And then release the left hand. Inhale up and round the right hand. And again, we're coming to our mermaid. So that might be here. Or maybe the elbow can find the foot. Maybe the fingertips might bind. If we're making the bind, try not to squash the head. Try to have the head free and happy. And then when you're ready, we're going to gently release the foot. Lift up. Exhale to come forwards briefly. Feeling the body once more, resting on the leg. And then we're lifting up, rolling onto the left hip, bringing that right foot forwards. Our double pigeon. I've really been getting into those hips. That's it. I'd say, yeah, prop one knee and see if you can get the foot flexed, if possible. Yeah. Anyway, don't worry about it too much. Inhaling forwards, exhaling. Few breaths here that we can feel the tissues lengthening on the side of the hips, maybe underneath the glutes. Maybe the lower back softens. And then we're going to inhale up. So let's have a little, I'm looking at my little list here. We've done Or okay, so we've got 2 animals left. 5 minutes. You're gonna go and get our grown-up dolphin. We had our baby dolphin at the beginning. So we're gonna have our grown-up dolphin now. So coming to the hands and, well, the forearms and the knees, and the toes are tucked. So the fingers are like little L shapes. And then we are sending the bum away, And then we're moving the gaze halfway between the forearms and walking those feet in until it feels like we're doing quite a bit of work. If you're up for it, see if we can send one leg up. Lower that leg. Inhale the left leg. Exhale. Drop the knees down. And for our final animal, which is the frog, we're going to want something soft for the knees. Really, you want a blanket or a towel here, or at least fold the mat in half for a bit of padding. So I'm just going to take a towel and fold it there. Yeah, but you can just roll the mat in half or have a little cushion under each knee. You're definitely going to want some padding under the knees for this. So our frog pose. Well, let's see what it looks like from here. So we start off, the feet are turned out. You can see that the feet are turned out and we're spreading the knees apart. The bum is sticking up and back like we're twerking. We're going to come down to the forearms and you can basically turn the intensity up and down by moving the bum backwards. So the further back you push the bum, the more intense it will get. And then, yeah, you see, that's why I put the towel out so wide. We can try to work the knees a bit further apart as well. So we're in our frog pose. And this is one of those ones where you're basically going to sit in it for a couple of minutes and yeah, we're going to take into account your setup time. You're going to settle into it for a couple of minutes. So yeah, that's the right kind of face for a frog. Yeah, that's good. Should be a little bit uncomfortable. And then as you feel the tissue around the hips release, maybe you can slide the knees apart or slide the bum back. So you can drop it down, but that might actually be less work than staying up on the forearms. Although we are sticking the bum in the air, try to keep drawing the tummy button back towards the spine. And then that's enough to think about. Slowly working the bum back, energizing the core. Okay. So to come out, we're going to draw the feet together and come up onto one hand and then come up onto the other hand. Just give yourself a moment. Maybe you come forwards a little bit. And come back. And we'll just come up. It's perfect to come into our Heels together, toe squat. And maybe we lift the hands. And then releasing the hands to the mat. And we're going to come down onto the back. We're moving towards our Shavasana now. So if there's any last move you'd like to settle yourself, you might want to take a little bridge or a plow. It can feel really nice to just roll the feet back over the head and stretch out the upper back. Anything else that feels like it's what your body wants. Totally free reign. And then, as you're ready, no rush. Little windscreen wiper of the knees just to release anything in the lower back. And we're sending the heels away. Letting the eyes close down. Maybe we're putting on an eye mask or a blanket. We're coming to this resting together for a couple of minutes. Very, very slowly. Draw the hands in towards the body. And just let the hands fall where they want to fall. Maybe there's just a little bit of comfort in bringing the hands onto the body. And bring the fingers underneath the head at the top of the neck, the base of the skull. Quite strongly draw the base of the skull, the flesh up and away from the base of the skull. Getting the fingers in there, lifting the head just a tiny bit off the mat with the fingers. The head is still relaxed. Lengthening the tissue at the back of the neck and then laying the head back down. Bringing the fingertips to the forehead and the temples, massaging the face. And bringing the thumb to the jaw, the fingers are on the forehead. When we were practicing together in the studios, often the teachers would do this for us, just drawing the head up and away from the body, lengthening the neck, and bring this comforting feeling of fingers and thumbs massaging all the tension from our face. Right? I think it still feels really lovely to do it. So I'm trying to create this space for us to spend a short while in this self-soothing practice, self-massage. Maybe just sliding a finger along the forehead and down the temple. That's a really nice spot. The base of where the end of the jaw meets the bottom of the ear, just behind the ear, is a really tender spot. Massaging the jaw. We open and close the mouth a few times, stretching the jaw. And then let the hands fall back beside the body and take a big, big, big breath in. And let that breath fall out of the body. We'll bring some energy back to fingers and toes. Wrists and ankles wiggling and circling, flexing and extending. And reaching the arms up and away, stretch opposite hands and foot away. So stretch left hand, right foot away. And then right hand, left foot. And then flop. And then gently we'll make our way to sitting. Perhaps rolling onto one side for a moment or two. And we're coming back up. Finding our comfortable cross-legged seat. Recrossing the legs, so we bring the less common foot in front. There's a chant that sometimes I do at the end of yoga. Lokaha samasta sukhi nu bhavantu. May all beings in all realms and planes of existence have peace and infinite love. Lokaha samasta sukhi nu bhavantu. Deep gratitude for our practice, for our energy, for our will to make the world just around us just a little bit better. However we are so enabled to do. Let's inhale our arms above our heads one more time. Exhaling the hands to the forehead and the lips. And down to the heart, bowing the chin to the chest. And exhaling, if you wish, bowing the forehead to the mat, to the floor. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this practice. If you're watching this on my YouTube, your like and subscribe are gratefully received. You can come and find me on Facebook, come and join some live classes. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you soon.